out there. Duval till we die. Jag Nation. I don't care if you're in the club, the bar, the parking lot, the stands, whatever. Just get up on your feet and keep on wagging, baby.
Let's go. 904. 904. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. When we score, we do the jag dapping. We do the jag dapping. We do the jag dapping. When on D, we do the jag sacking. We do the jag sacking. We do the jag sacking. When we win, we all jag happy. We all jag happy. We all jag happy. 904. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. When we score, we do the jag dapping. We do the jag dapping. We do the jag dapping. When on D, we do the jag sacking. We do the jag sacking. We do the jag sacking. When we win, we all jag happy. We all jag happy. We all jag happy. 904. 904. 904.
This is for all my Jags fans out there. Duval till we die. Jag Nation. I don't care if you're in the club, the bar, the parking lot, the stands, whatever. Just get up on your feet and keep on wagging, baby.
Let's go. 904. 904. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. When we score, we do the jag dapping. We do the jag dapping. We do the jag dapping. When on D, we do the jag sacking. We do the jag sacking. We do the jag sacking. When we win, we all jag happy. We all jag happy. We all jag happy. 904. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. When we score, we do the jag dapping. We do the jag dapping. We do the jag dapping. When on D, we do the jag sacking. We do the jag sacking. We do the jag sacking. When we win, we all jag happy. We all jag happy. We all jag happy. 904. 904. 904.
This is for all my Jags fans out there. Duval till we die. Jag Nation. I don't care if you're in the club, the bar, the parking lot, the stands, whatever. Just get up on your feet and keep on wagging, baby.
Let's go. 904. 904. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. When we score, we do the jag dapping.
All right, man. What's up? Jaginoff. Glad to have you.
What's good, man? What's good?
Just, man, excited to talk Jags today. What's been up with you, man?
Hey, chilling. Just been getting content out there. Having Trashville fans getting me banned on Twitter, and really been picking up ground with this podcast I'm a part of with Fist Vegas and Hot Boogie called Shots Fired. It's on iTunes. It's on his YouTube page, Spotify, Google, all that. Pretty much everywhere you get your podcast, man. It's anybody listening to this that's a fan of yours, I'd appreciate y'all checking it out. And yeah, man, like it's been crazy the last few months.
I loved it, man. I listened to it. You guys were great, man.
What the hell was that?
That's Johnny Henderson, man.
Oh God, I forgot. You quit with that damn soundboard. I remember from last time. I didn't hear that one though. But yeah, man, I appreciate that. And always good to be back here. And like, glad I had time to stop by and get Zaxby's this time.
Yeah.
So,
it's always good when you can get some Zaxby's, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I listened to the podcast. It's awesome. So whoever's watching the stream, go check it out. Fist Vegas and Jaginoff, Shots Fired. It's really great.
Can't forget Hot Boogie. He's there too.
Oh yeah, forgot. So, man, lots of stuff going on in Jacksonville. We got the draft. We didn't get to talk much about that, obviously, last time. But, what were your thoughts on the draft? How did you think it went down?
At the time, just because of certain players, I wanted a couple picks I got pissed off at. But all in all, I think we addressed everything we needed to address. I love the Andre, obviously Lawrence and ETN, that speaks for itself. But I love the Andre Cisco pick. Walker Little, if he turns into something, then we're gonna win on that Yannick Ngakoue trade because, like I've said many times, dude played himself, and now he's in he's in Vegas, and his production's basically slipped ever since he left here. And dude, you could have got $19 million a year, but now you taking what do you get, 12 to 13 a year over there?
Yeah, it was just bad, man. You could have gotten way more money, but whatever. It's he was kind of a one-trick pony. I feel like he was a good pass rusher, but he wasn't very good against the run.
Right.
And I don't know.
All in all, other than not addressing the tight end, I think we had a hell of a draft. If we end up winning a Zach Ertz deal or just getting somebody, we would have a very good offseason. I'm very optimistic on what's going to happen with the Jags this year.
Yeah, I thought the draft could have gone maybe a little bit better for us. I thought Jacksonville was going to be kind of making a splash in the draft, making trades. I thought we should have traded up for, a better corner. I would have gone after Surtain, and I would have tried to deal Cam Robinson or I don't know.
Surtain went at 8, didn't he?
I thought he went. Didn't he go at 10? Or maybe I'm wrong.
I think he was a top 10 pick because the Legion of Broncos drafted him.
Yeah, and I wanted him really badly because
Of course I did. Oh, of course I did too. But I don't know. I was really high on Trayvon Moehrig, but obviously that didn't happen. I thought we were going to be able to sit at 25 or 33 and he would be there.
Yeah.
But even though obviously being a Gators fan, I can't stand Georgia, but don't sleep on Tyson Campbell either. Tyson Campbell looks like a goon, and we have, Shaq Griffin, C.J. Henderson, and Sidney Jones. I think our cornerback situation's kind of lit. So I think we're going to be okay there, and even safety. If Cisco or Daniel Thomas perform, we're good.
Yeah, Daniel Thomas, I think, I like him, man. I think he really showed a lot on special teams, and he had some interceptions. And he's a good I think a good all around safety. I think he could be him, could be Thomas and Jenkins at the safety.
Yeah.
I don't know. Josh Jones. I don't know. Do you think he makes the team?
No,
I don't think he makes it.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I just don't.
Him and Kid Cock definitely get cut. God, I hate that motherfucker.
Fabio, right?
Well, I think Trevor Lawrence is Fabio now. But,
okay.
But I think a lot of people have given him that name, or Sunshine, or I call him Super Saiyan 16. But no, but yeah, I think they took that. He the Tennessee version of Fabio. Looked like something out of Tennessee.
Yeah, he's another guy that will just kill us in games with the penalties, late hits or helmet to helmets or.
He'll kill us just being there, existing.
You think he gets cut?
Yes,
yeah.
He should get cut. If we got Cisco and Daniel Thomas, those are clearly the two best ones. It's what you gonna do with them?
Yeah.
And then that dude, the guy we got from the Eagles, who's supposed to be doing a special team, he's gonna be backing up Jenkins. So,
yeah.
What you gonna do with him?
What do you think about Shaq Griffin? You think he's gonna be a good corner or? I
think so.
Yeah.
I don't see why he wouldn't be. He was solid in Seattle. I don't see any reason why he would be bad here.
Yeah, I hope so. We're paying him good money. So I I hope he steps up. Definitely going to have to with Julio Jones being our division. So how do you feel about that? The Julio Jones.
I don't care.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't give a shit. Like, these idiots on Twitter act that say, we're hanging 500 yards. We're scoring 100 points. You know these fucking idiots do. So I was just like, fuck Julio, fuck AJ Lee, and I just don't care. Their defense is still shit. Johnny's still gone. Half of their offensive line's gone, and whatever. Shout out to Steve Boston. What's up? What's good, Jaginoff? You guys, I highly doubt we're trading for a tight end. You look at Urban Meyer's history. Hernandez at UF, he hasn't really used a tight end. Seems like he's making serviceable tight ends like O'Shaughnessy. I mean, I like James O'Shaughnessy. I just don't know if he's a number one guy, though. Like, that's why, I was adamant about getting rid of Tyler Eifert because it's like, that's one of those dudes, like, if you get rid of Tyler Eifert, you gotta replace him. Like, you need another guy with O'Shaughnessy.
And I didn't feel like we did that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And
I mean, unless Tebow comes out here and is fucking the Incredible Hulk, like, I don't know.
I still don't see Tebow as a number one guy. I mean, maybe I'm surprised and, he shocks everybody and he's freaking amazing, right? But
I know, right? But Tebow, I don't know. From what I hear, he's looking good in camp. So I don't know, but I think he's more kind of like that Taysom Hill gadget type player. I think that's what Urban Meyer's going to do with him. That's how he's used him like that before.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Nah, I hear you. I feel like he's going to do that as well. You think you think he's going to make the team?
I think he does. It's just a matter of how he's going to be used.
Yeah.
Like with O'Shaughnessy and Manhurts, he probably can be TE3 or TE4, but I don't know. I guess what I want to see how he looks like in an actual game, like what he does in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? So because Tebow was great in his day, and being a Gators fan, I love Tebow, but like he at the same time he's been out of the league for 8 years.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's going to be a learning curve. I mean,
oh yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be interesting to get him back into the swing of things.
Yeah. I think it's Manhurts. I'm not too keen on. I mean, he hasn't been in the league. Well, he had a little bit of a period there where he was out of the league. I think it was like 3 years or something where he played for the Panthers and then he was out of the league and then
I don't think it was out of the league.
Or maybe it was before he was with the Panthers.
I don't know. I just know from what I've heard, just the dude specializes in blocking. So like,
yeah, he's a blocking type.
I mean that's cool, but at the end of the day, somebody got to catch the ball from that spot.
Yeah.
And dude has like 12 career catches. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, like it makes you think what's going to happen to Tyler Davis, right? I mean, he's kind of a blocking tight end as well. Do you think he makes the team or he gets cut?
I mean, probably getting cut or making the practice squad because I don't even. Wasn't that fucking dude we drafted in like the 6th round one year and never did anything?
Georgia Tech or
that guy. When I was begging for him to draft Thaddeus Moss.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I wanted, but I mean, even though he hasn't really done shit either, but like, this dude, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish they did. I thought Eifert was okay. I would have kept him. I don't know why you cut him. I mean, he was only getting paid $5 million, like that pick up his extension. Now it's like we had Tebow. We don't have that number one guy, like you're saying. I would go out and try to get Zach Ertz. I mean,
yeah.
He's he's probably the only one out there, right? That's right now, or one of the remaining tight ends that's out there.
Well, him or being able to pull a trade for Hayden Hurst.
Yeah.
Who really they should have been trying to do for since he was a Raven.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But yeah, I think probably the most logical one and just one that has the that you can Jesus. One that you don't have to give up a lot for, is Zach Ertz. Because, I mean, Philly basically trying to get rid of him.
Do you see like a Minshew a Minshew Ertz trade maybe, or Minshew Ertz and then maybe like a 5th rounder or 6th rounder maybe.
Like Minshew and a 5th for Ertz.
Yeah, or maybe we get a pick, like an additional pick for Ertz.
That could work. I mean, God knows the Eagles need some help at quarterback because they got Jalen Hurts who we kind of don't really know yet, and then you got Joe Flacco, who's a fucking disgrace. I don't know how this guy keeps getting jobs in the league. So I mean, that's not a solid backup plan for Philly. Like they seriously should do that.
Well, yeah, that would be an interesting combination, right? Hurts and Minshew. I mean, I feel like 2 quarterbacks that are running quarterbacks, right? And can throw. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens. But hey, let's go to the Jaguars defense. How do you think it fares out this season?
Better than last year. I think it should be a lot better than last year. Last year, what people don't realize about our defense, they'll talk about the secondary being trash, this, that, and the third, and the pass rush being trash, which obviously they both were. But the thing is, as far as the pass rush, Josh Allen played hurt all season.
Yeah.
He had, I think it was a knee injury. You probably know better than I would.
Maybe shoulder. I don't remember.
I don't know what it was, but you could just tell. You could just tell the whole year he wasn't himself.
Yeah, he just didn't look right.
Because I saw plenty of game because obviously his rookie year he was an absolute freak of nature, and then he was the same way at Kentucky because I watched a lot of SEC games, so you could just tell something was wrong with him the whole year. And then as far as the secondary goes, towards the end of the season, once Sidney Jones and C.J. Henderson got hurt, we were looking like ass.
Yeah.
Because, you're not going to get that kind of production. But if you look at a game, to what the secondary could really do, look at the game we played against Green Bay. I mean, we hung in there and, kept Devontae Smith and for the most of... Jesus, I said Smith. Devontae Adams... We kept all them in check for the most part, and then and both Henderson and Jones were making plays, and as soon as they go out of the lineup, we're throwing guys from the practice squad out there, so it's not good.
Yeah.
But with them back healthy, now that we got suitable replacements with Griffin and drafting Tyson Campbell, it should be a lot better. Also, we got another free safety. Also, the Jenkins signing was a really good signing because we actually got a legit free safety. And then, between Cisco and Daniel Thomas, they both have potential. I think one of them's gonna break out.
Yeah. Cisco reminds me, man, of Donovan Darius, man.
He actually does.
And he also went to Syracuse, which Donovan Darius, I mean, he's a great hitter.
They do play very similar because, when I put at first I was like, I think I've heard of this dude, but then when I put the tape, I was like, this boy hits.
Yeah.
He hits and hits hard. I just hope the one thing about him, I just hope it's not a situation where, his coverage looked pretty good, but, I just hope it's not a situation like Jonathan Cyprien where, he'll make every tackle in the world, but is a liability in coverage.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing with him. I think it'll be a little bit better, hopefully, but, I just don't want that type of situation because people forget Sid was getting damn near 100 tackles a year, but he couldn't cover to save his life.
Yeah, I was on Twitter and somebody, I think it may have been Jordan. Jordan DeLugo on Twitter? I think he's from Gen Jag.
No comment about that guy.
Okay.
Well, you can say what he said.
Well, he said that Cisco wasn't a good tackler. I want to say that, and I was like, what? Somebody posted a clip. Somebody posted a clip in response to that tweet and showed Cisco just lighting people up.
Andrew. This guy also said Justin Fields was better than Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, all right. We'll get off.
So that should tell you enough right there.
Okay, we'll get off this subject because it's a touchy one. But
I'm not even mad about it anymore. Like anybody that knows that story, like I don't even care anymore. But
right. No, I hear you.
But yeah.
So, but I think he could be a breakout player. Do you see him playing like strong safety, or you see him play free safety, like
Cisco?
Yeah,
strong safety. Strong safety, definitely.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's taken free safety from Jenkins. That's just not happening.
So I think it's going to be pretty competitive against for that second spot, or that first spot rather, like Daniel Thomas and Andre Cisco.
Yeah, them two are definitely going to have a battle for that spot. Absolutely.
Yeah, that'll be it. So, do you think those guys? I mean, I hope Thomas makes the team. I think Thomas
is making the team.
Yeah. I mean,
out of everybody that was in that spot last year, because we had Josh Jones, we had him, and we had
it was like Greg Mabin
No,
he played corner.
No, he was corner. It was my favorite.
Oh,
player.
Andrew Winger.
Yeah, my favorite player. Where's that fucking toilet thing?
I think it's where is it? Right here.
Yo, that ain't good enough. Come on.
That's
well, I mean that makes sense too, because he's not good enough for anything. Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. I got a new sound pad here, so I'm still figuring out the sounds. But oh my gosh, man, this defense, 31st in the league.
Wait, we were 31st?
Yeah.
Who the fuck was worse than us?
I don't know. I'm trying to think who was last. But we were second to last. In offense wasn't. I think we were 30th in offense.
Offense kind of makes sense. I mean, we had games where we were in games. It's just our garbage ass defense was horrible. I mean, look, we put up 30 on the Titans, and they just barely beat us just because our defense is that horrible.
Yeah, we were missing extra points too, and all kind.
We have like 6 kickers last year.
Yeah, that didn't help anything.
Well, hopefully Lambo's healthy, and that should be all good.
Yeah, we got it looks like we got a new special teams coach, Paul Sorensen. So he used to be a former Jag, which is kind of cool. I don't know much about him.
I thought it was Nick Sorensen.
Nick Sorensen, sorry.
Yeah, because I remember Nick Sorensen. Like he was pretty decent on special teams for us.
Yeah. So it looks like we got him from the Seahawks. It seems like we got a lot of coaches, or pulled a lot of coaches over from some of the coaches that we hired that had relationships, like Brian Schottenheimer, Bevel was over in Seattle for a little bit as an offensive coordinator. Yeah. And then,
Yeah, I think the hires we made, like on the coaching staff, I think they both did a really good job with the people we hire. I like the Joe Cullen hire because, the Baltimore Ravens, even though my history with that team has been well done. I can't say nothing bad about them because they took Trashville out of the playoffs for me, and I promise them I wouldn't this year.
Yeah.
But that being as it may, like a strength for the Ravens, pretty much since they've been a team has been their front seven.
Yeah.
So, a guy who comes from that pedigree to bring that here, like that's a good look.
And he also did a really good job as the defensive line coach for the Jags.
Yeah, facts.
Under Del Rio. He was under Jack Del Rio.
Yeah, exactly. So clearly the guy knows his shit. So, and how could you possibly be worse than Todd Wash?
Yeah, he sucked, man. He was bad.
I mean, either one works, but
Yeah.
And by the way, I love John Henderson. That was like one of my favorite players growing up. John Henderson was a goon.
Yeah, he was the face slap.
I crack up every time I see him videos.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think the defense. That's one area I think is going to really improve drastically. I think we made a lot of nice free agent acquisitions.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For the defensive line, I mean, you have Roy Robertson Harris from Chicago. He was a good inside pass rusher. You got Devon Hamilton, who had a pretty nice rookie
Yeah, don't
season
sleep
before he
on
got
him.
hurt.
Don't sleep on him.
Yeah, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I'm just glad when he got hurt last year, he didn't like tear his ACL, and I think it was more of a precaution thing because it wasn't as bad as originally feared. So like, it's not going to affect him this year, which is really good. Which I was very happy about because like. He was almost everything I hoped Derek Brown would be if we would have drafted him, but like I was very impressed with Devon Hamilton.
Yeah, I think.
And then Big Smoot's back. That's good.
Yeah, yeah. I was a little up in the air whether they were going to re-sign him again. I mean, he had kind of a quiet season. Had some some sacks and some stops for a loss, but
I think he picked it up more towards the end.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. So, man, we just went real heavy on the defensive line, though. I mean,
and like I kind of like what we did because like clearly they want to have a whole rotational thing going on with the defensive line, and that makes sense because you got guys who are productive but not like huge names, but there's not like a superstar that really like jumps out at you.
Yeah.
But after Devon Smoot and Devon Hamilton got hurt. We basically had Smoot and Chason coming on towards the end of the year, and then nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like that they approached this year with getting depth pieces. You know what I'm saying? Because it felt like last year, especially on the defense, in particular the defensive line and secondary, we had shit for depth.
Yeah.
Like we're throwing undrafted practice squad guys out to guard Allen Robinson. It's like, come on, bro, that shit's not gonna work.
Yeah. You may want to move your phone there. I think we're getting some.
Oh, my fault.
No worries. So yeah, I agree with you, man. I think it'll be interesting to see who makes the team. I mean, we have so many then we have Gotsis. We resigned him, the Australian.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. He was okay.
Yeah, he had a decent season.
Personally, with all the depth that's here, I think he's gonna get cut. But I mean, he was okay.
Yeah, he was okay. I'd like to see him back on the team. I've had him on the show. He's a cool dude. He.
I mean, yeah, I've never met the guy, but I mean, I don't hate him or anything. Like,
yeah,
it's not like a Wingard case or anything. Where somebody like I absolutely despise.
Offensive line, man, going to offensive line. I think that's one of the weakest links too, especially that left side of the offensive line with Robinson and Norwell. And Norwell, I mean, my thoughts on Norwell.
I think everybody pretty much has those thoughts on Norwell. Though I will say he had a pretty decent year and like kind of somewhat got it together. But actually though, that's something we address because a lot of people seem to be high on Walker Little right now.
I don't get it. I mean, I think I think
it's what people are seeing though.
Yeah, I mean, here's the problem. I would have felt a little bit better about the pick if he didn't have injury trouble before that with his his ACL. So, Cam Robinson had that too. And I'm like, are we just drafting another Cam Robinson or is this guy really the real deal? And, he sat out his senior year.
I mean, I get it. Like a lot of them are, when you draft a guy with a significant injury, of course you're rolling the dice regardless, but he's back. He's fully healthy. He looks good in camp, and a lot of people see, and I personally didn't like the pick because I would have took Freiermuth, but a lot of people seem to be excited about this guy, and of course that was the Yannick Ngakoue trade pick. So if we get our left tackle for the future with that pick, then that's a win to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I think it's just. I felt like the draft class at the left tackle position was so stacked. I mean, with Rashawn Slater, you had Darisaw from Virginia Tech, you had Leatherwood from Alabama.
On that subject, all those guys were gone before we even picked ETN. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's not a whole lot you could have did there.
That's what, but I thought we could have been more aggressive and had made some trades and tried to, maybe deal Norwell, Robinson, or,
Well,
But that's
the problem with dealing Norwell is you also got AJ Cannon in at the end of his deal,
right.
and I think Smoothie Man's getting pinned to take one of their jobs this year, and also too, like, if the Jaguars suck, which hopefully they don't, but if they do, I bank on Cam getting trade Cam. Yeah, Can, Jesus Christ.
AJ Can.
Yeah, AJ Can getting traded. Oh, sorry. But, I'd bank on him getting traded. I'd bank on Norwell getting traded, and then, they'd probably run with Smoothie Man and Tyler Shatley the rest of the year there. Like, I'd bank on those two guys getting traded if, like, we're...
Well, the thing that's nice about having Ben Barch and Tyler Shatley can play center, which is awesome because, I like Brandon Linder, but he gets hurt. He's had some injury problems, so it's nice to have Shatley there, who I thought did a pretty good job coming in last season when Linder was hurt. He can play guard too, so if we decide to, if somebody goes down, if Norwell goes down, you can either put Barch or you could put Shatley there. So that's nice to have. I kind of wish we had drafted a guard in this draft just to kind of hedge at that.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Yeah,
but shout out to Steve Wilson again for the $5. Meyer saying in his press conference James Robinson was his favorite player puts my mind at ease. Him staying at RB1. Take a guess at how many yards he's getting. I'd say at least 11 to 1,200.
You think James Robinson?
Yes.
Yeah. You do have Carlos Hyde there, so you have to think he may be. I know.
Carlos Hyde ain't taking snaps. That you gotta see through coaches with their bullshit, and and when he's saying Carlos Hyde and then and then ETN's the third down out of the backfield slot specialist, like that I believe. Carlos Hyde getting all these carries from James Robinson, nah.
The only reason why I could see him taking some is maybe Urban likes him, maybe wants to work him into the roster, or work him into the scheme. But I'm going to tell you right now, I think you and I both agree we're on the same page. I'm not a huge fan of Carlos Hyde.
Touchdowns and around in short yardage situations, okay, maybe, but as far as James Robinson's still going to get the bulk of the carries.
Yeah.
That dude did way too much last year. And while we're on this subject, actually, this is so stupid. It's people act like using 2 or 3 running backs is a new thing.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
Yeah, my guys, Giants did it with 3 and won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You do by committee. And when was the Jaguars running game at its most efficient? When we had Fred Taylor and Maurice Jones-Drew. It's people act like this is a new thing, and it's not. It actually works out better.
Yeah.
Because I think Fournette, I think he would have been more successful had we had a decent third down back to spell him, because at the time we didn't.
Yeah.
If you can you imagine James Robinson and Leonard Fournette in the same backfield?
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, they act like this is a new thing. Just because Doug Moron preached one running back and Dave Caldwell thought of that.
Yeah. What's up, Charlie Boy, on the super chat? Yeah, man. I think we would have been vicious if we had Fournette and James Robinson. Even ETN, right?
Yeah.
It's still just, you want to surround Trevor Lawrence with as many weapons as you can. Right?
Exactly, and a guy like ETN is great because he's basically another Swiss Army knife. We got a couple of them in this offense, and you take outside pitches, he can catch out in the backfield.
And you got Visca, You got Visca.
We're gonna talk about Visca.
Yeah, he's man.
Visca is an absolute animal and a big projection to bring it. I love DJ Chark, but I think there's a chance Visca's gonna be the number 1 receiver by the time this year's over.
Really?
I think.
Yeah.
I think Visca's that good. It kind of depends on the chemistry that him and Lawrence have, and if Lawrence has good chemistry with Chark. But Visca, if he this kid's special.
Yeah.
Like he low key might have been our best draft pick last year.
Yeah. I mean, I was a little worried because I had saw some of his film at college. He went to Colorado. And I was like, man, he's really good, but he doesn't have the height, like he's not like a super tall wide receiver that can, just outmatch corners and be able to just catch ball. He's not like Colin Johnson, right? He doesn't have Colin Johnson's height, but he is strong. Like that, you cannot take that dude down. Like the yards after.
I mean, look at the pictures of like of him dragging like 3 or 4 dudes. It's like, what?
Yeah. I mean, the dude is strong.
Visca's an animal.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think you're right. I think he may have been.
To quote my guy Brooks in the track, Tula Visca is an absolute animal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this is the dude that bought me a drink at the draft party.
Oh yeah.
but yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, that dude. I think like you could be right there. I mean, I think Chark. I don't know. I wish they had re-signed him, like and got his deal, gave him the extension, because I think now it's like.
I think bare. Well, here's the thing with that. I think bare minimum, because he kind of had a down year from last year, which I don't really think is his fault, just because we had shit quarterback play. And but I think bare minimum, he has a great year this year. He's getting the franchise tag.
Yeah.
Like I don't think Chark wants to leave, and I don't think they want him to go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I if he has a good season, they got to tag him. They got to take care of him. And I just don't want it to be that situation, right? Like that Yannick Ngakoue situation, or where we're screwing around, with the deal, and just sign him and lock him up. Like we don't need other teams shopping.
I mean, I don't think it'll get like that, but I was wrong about his situation though. Hey, shout out to Don Vito. He said BB5 is the GOAT.
So what do you think about Marvin Jones Jr.? Like we picked him up from Detroit.
Love it.
Yeah, you like it?
Love it. Marvin Jones, like, he's not an elite receiver or anything, but he's a high end number 2 for anybody. Like, I mean, he's coming off a year in Detroit where he put up 900 yards and 9 touchdowns. Like, that's the guys like that and that kind of production is what you need. I mean, look at how the league is like reacting with Julio and what's the guy? Kenny Galladay.
Yeah.
Marvin Jones had more catches than both of them this year. Not saying and look, don't get me confused. Like, I'm not saying he's a better player than them. But, it's a guy that constantly produces, and I think something like that is good for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Like, you want guys, like you want a veteran like that around him, like, and he knows he can, rely on him when, he needs to play.
Yeah. I think it's like we just said too, right? You want to surround Trevor Lawrence with as many weapons as you can, and I think the Jaguars are really good at. Really set at wide receiver. I'm not too concerned about the Julio Jones trade. I mean, I think it would have been the issue with him is he's hurt. He has injury problems and
now you got him. Now you got him breathing in meth clouds in Trashville, and you don't know how he's going to react to that because that fucks everybody up when you go there. I mean, that's why they got kind of a home field advantage because the meth in the air is crazy. Like they're all used to it there, but Julio might not be, and it might have fucked his career up. And if he's injured all the time, I don't think I haven't done too much research on meth because I don't ever plan on smoking it. But it can't be good. It could be bad for your joints. We at Jaginoff, JRP. All the production, we do not recommend Trashville meth. It's a very bad thing. I would encourage everybody here to stay away from it.
Yeah, we this is typically not a show that will endorse drugs. So
yes, exactly.
It'll be an interesting season. I think it'll probably be a rebuild.
But on the weapon subject, like, we're not short at all. We're not short of firepower because we've talked about Sharp, we've talked about Visca, we talked about Marvin Jones, and people forget we got another 6'6" animal who could break out with some targets. Like, we saw a small glimpse of what Colin Johnson could do here and there when you get him the ball.
Yeah.
Like, if this guy's used in the red zone like he properly should be, but of course, Jay Gruden and Doug Moron were there, so they couldn't figure that out. But
the play calling was terrible. It was just bad. It was so bad.
But
and you have to, and I don't want to get too derail what you were going to say, but you got to give Gardner Minshew some rope and give him some. He's had to deal with, Jay Gruden, and then who was the other guy, DeFilippo. He was
basically there for Nick Foles.
Yeah, you got to give him a little bit of rope length there, in terms of give him some.
Dude, I to this day
give him some credit.
I to this day don't think Gardner Minshew's a bad quarterback. Like, said, look at his year compared to Daniel Jones, who still has his job.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even close.
Yeah.
But which is sad to say. But
I just don't know why there's so much hate. The guy actually brought some energy to Jacksonville while in that shit show of a situation.
I think I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand why he gets the hate he does. It makes no sense to me. But I guess it's just because people love Trevor Lawrence, and rightfully so. But at the same time, we got somebody good behind him.
Yeah, and he managed to pull off 6 wins that season. That's impressive.
Yeah, his rookie year, that was incredible, and nobody expected shit from him. He's easily the second best quarterback from that draft class, behind Kyler.
Yeah, he was 5th runner-up for the Heisman. He's not, the guy has ability. He's not a bad player, but everyone just dogs him so badly.
Yeah,
and let's see how you could do when you're thrown into the shit show like that.
It's unfortunate the cards he was dealt, but I feel like if he goes somewhere else, I feel like he'll have success. I don't know. I don't think he's necessarily an elite quarterback either, that being said, but I think he's a guy you put him in an offense with pieces around him, he can be successful.
Yeah.
And I don't care if Gardner Minshew had a Patrick Mahomes type season. He wasn't saving this trash defense. Let's get that out there.
Oh yeah. When you have a defense that's second to last, you're not going to win games.
He was basically set up to fail, and he did.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
And I just wonder, I'm not a conspiracy theory person, but I just wonder how that stuff was leaked about his thumb. Cause why do you put that out there other than to just to put a knife in the guy's back? It just doesn't, here the guy is trying to win games, do everything he can. You don't need to go to the media with that stuff.
Yeah, you could have just said, hey, he's got a thumb injury and now he's out for a few weeks.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It was a mess last season. I hope it's
what really pissed me off is that, after the game against Baltimore where he got his job back, they threw Giraffe Neck's bitch ass back in there, and he looked even more shit. Mike Glennon. I fucking hate that guy. Who I hate even more is Jake Luton. I don't know how this guy's still on the roster.
I don't think he makes the team.
If we're keeping all three, well, obviously we're keeping Lawrence, but if we keep Minshew and Beathard, he's staying.
Yeah,
he's gone.
Yeah,
he needs to go. He's basically Tanner Lee with an arm.
Yeah. He had that little I remember last season everyone was like that when he had that little touchdown run where he had that spin move. Everybody's like, "Oh, Luton's amazing." I'm like, "Dude, he's played one game. He had a couple good plays." And then the next literally what was it? The next week played against Pittsburgh, he threw 4 picks.
What's sad is it was a couple weeks later because actually that game against Green Bay, everybody but him played out of their minds. Because that's a game that, C.J. Henderson and Sidney Jones were good and then got hurting.
Yeah.
Because everybody played out of their minds in Lambeau against fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Keelan Cole.
And then this guy sucks. Like Minshew might have won that game.
Yeah. No, I think he probably could have won that game.
I mean, there's no way he could have been as bad as Luton in that game. And then the Pittsburgh game, good God.
Yeah, that was atrocious. Yeah, and Pittsburgh is always a big game for us. That's a big rivalry, and I was upset by that. But yeah, man, I hope.
Luton's an absolute fucking atrocity.
And the way they're saying camp is going, like the OTAs, they said Minshew was looking better than Beathard. So I don't know. Maybe Minshew, I could see him winning the second.
Because he's a better quarterback.
Yeah.
The thing is though, it just depends on what kind of trade they'd get.
Yeah.
I think for a fourth or third round, they take that.
Yeah.
Like this report of they take a fifth or sixth round pick. I think that's bullshit. There's no maybe if it was the final year of his contract, maybe just so you get something.
But not. I mean, he's on a cheap deal. He's on a cheap rookie deal. He's a good. I don't see why you trade him.
The thing is, he's probably not after his rookie deal's up. He's probably not signing back.
No, I don't think so.
I think next year, okay, if it's like a fifth or sixth round pick before the deadline, then okay. But this year, they're not gonna take something that cheap for it. Like the only reason they trade him next year is just you're going to lose him for nothing anyway, so you might as well get something.
Yeah. I think he wants out. I mean, I think he's ready. I'm not quoting.
And I can't
can't blame him.
Yeah, you can't blame him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not quoting him, so don't take that,
Because like I said, he was in an unwinnable situation.
Yeah. Totally agree, man. And I hope he's back up because I'm not a huge fan of Beathard.
Not either.
His mechanics, the way he throws the ball, it's just weird. It almost looks like Bortles, like the way Bortles threw the ball. Like he's got this kind of weird sidearm release.
Hey, BB5 is getting some love today. I hope he makes the Packers, man. I hope he's Jordan Love's backup if they trade Aaron Rodgers.
I like Blake Bortles. I mean, he brought us to the AFC Championship game. So I mean,
Bortles' biggest problem was he just couldn't do it consistently.
Yeah,
he had flashes of greatness, but he just couldn't do it consistently.
Yeah. So and I don't think they should have ever given him that extension. They gave him a ridiculous extension.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately.
Yeah. So then we had the special teams situation, right? Lambeau got hurt last year, and then you got Aldrich Rosas. He got re-signed, so what do you see happening there?
Well, he's not taking Lambeau's job,
No, I don't think so.
And Logan Cook's a Pro Bowl punter.
Oh yeah, Logan Cook.
I'll never forget. It was funny during that Ravens game. He had to handle both the punting and kicking duties.
Yeah.
When he was getting tackled, he managed to get that 40-yard punt off. When off a bad step, I was like, damn, Aldrich Rosas is a G.
Yeah.
I mean, even though he got caught drunk driving, Aldrich Rosas is still a G.
He definitely helped us with
because not many people were doing that.
Yeah, dude, the special teams situation last year. I think also looking back at last season, I think it was the most missed extra points in 10 years of the NFL.
It was horrible.
Yeah, it was for across the NFL. And I was talking to, I had Mike Hollis on the show. He was our place kicker.
I remember
Mike Hollis. Yeah.
Mike Hollis.
Yeah, I had Mike Hollis on the show and I asked him about that and he was like, he told me, he goes, I think it's because of the lack of fans in the stands because kickers are very aware of they're a lot of their work's based on routine and mental, having these kind of situations where you're used to crowd noise, but when you take that away, it screws up your concentration. So,
makes sense.
So that's why he thought so many place kickers missed extra points.
So we've learned here today, it's actually in reverse because it's when the opposing kicker trying to get a game-winning field goal, they all make noise and do a bunch of weird shit, put those balloons and shit up in the air
to try to distract.
Yeah, the key is just shut the fuck up and everybody be silent.
Yeah, Austin on the super chat, man. Thanks, appreciate it. Well,
are you getting mine?
Yeah, I'm getting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's going to be interesting next season. I mean, I don't think it's like an easy schedule, but I think we could get some wins definitely against Houston. I think that's.
Oh, Houston getting swept.
Yeah. So that'll be nice.
I mean, if Deshaun Watson's there, then maybe. But like, if they're throwing out like fucking, who the hell is it? Tyrod Taylor and David Mills. Yeah, that shit's a whole wrap. But, they stupid as shit too. I don't know why they wouldn't have traded. I don't know why I was really expecting them to trade up for like either Kellen Mond or Kyle Trask. Because like, what else are you going to do at this point? You had third round picks. Like it would have cost you a fourth to get a second round pick. It's like, what the hell else are you drafting? Like, get the backup plan if Watson's gone.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing, but hey, it's all better for us, right? I mean, keep on doing what they're doing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But
we just got to get Trashville in the situation, and we're straight.
Yeah. What do you think about the Colts, man? With
the Colts got a good team.
Yeah.
I think that's who's winning the division. If Carson Wentz is like, what the hell? What's the word? Competent.
Yeah. If he doesn't, kick the bucket this season.
But personally, I think he's trash. So
I think he's gonna get injured again. He seems like he's always injury prone.
He probably will. He's made of glass. And I don't know who their backup is, but
what's it? Was Jacoby?
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's in Miami, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know who their backup is either. They may be in trouble.
Yeah, well, I'm reading the chat, but I might have to look that shit up.
Yeah. The Colts have a good running game. I mean, Jonathan Taylor.
They do. And, Jonathan Taylor's a monster. Like, I wanted Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
But I mean, it worked out in the end because we ended up with James Robinson and then Visca with the pick we would have drafted Jonathan Taylor with. So
yeah,
can't really be mad at that. But Jonathan Taylor is very good.
Yeah. So let's go back to defense again. I wanted to talk about linebacker. That's kind of an interesting position to look at for me. I mean, I know you have Miles Jack and Schobert there.
Uh-huh.
And, Cullen was talking about switching the scheme, incorporating the 3-4, which I think is a great idea.
They should have been doing that.
They should have been doing that.
Because, like, you look at the past few drafts of the Jaguars when they've drafted defensive players, damn near every player has come from a 3-4 defense. It's like one of the reasons why so many Florida Gators don't work here. It's a completely different defense.
Yeah.
Like, so it's good. I don't think it matters too much in the secondary, but as far as front seven guys, yeah, it matters.
Yeah.
And then you got we've spent 2 first-round picks on Josh Allen and Kayvon Chason, who are supposed to be cornerstone pass rushers, and they weren't even in a fucking defense that fits them. So now we're playing to guys we've invested heavily in. We're playing into their strengths.
Yeah.
So now it makes sense.
Yeah, and I think I don't know. I think we picked up Damian Wilson, right? He was from Kansas City.
Oh, the linebacker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have.
I don't know much about him. Is he a outside pass rusher or is he like in the middle?
I thought I was looking on one website. They listed him as an outside linebacker, but I thought he was a middle linebacker. So I'm kind of in the same boat you are.
I don't know a whole lot about the guy, so
I just don't know how he's going to fit in. You have Schobert there, who he had an okay season. I mean,
he kind of came on towards the end.
Yeah,
Schobert, like he was like a lot of people in the defense. Like they kind of came on towards the end. Smoot was the same way. Kayvon Chason was the same way. Like it's just like I don't know. Maybe just Todd Wash's defense is that much of a fucking disgrace that it takes you a while to like actually get production in it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. You have Shaq Quarterman there. You have Quincy Williams. You have so I'm kind of interested who's gonna get those spots, right?
Yeah, like who's backing up Jack and Schobert.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like it'll.
I mean, that's another thing maybe the Jaguars could have did was add one more pass rusher because, like, you got to do Jordan Smith, who looks like he might be a steal as, like, a rotational guy, like, behind Chason and Allen. Like, I think he'll get some sacks, but then I think, like, we could have used maybe one more guy that does that. Like, that's why I was thinking, like, Justin Houston or Melvin Ingram, like... One of those guys, like, you could probably get for cheap and it would work.
Who do you see making? Do you see Quarterman making the team, or do you see?
Oh yeah, I definitely see Shaq Quarterman making the team.
Yeah, I was a little worried. I was like, I don't know, the situation with the linebacker.
I think he's definitely going to be one of those backups to Schobert or Jack.
And then Quincy Williams, I don't know if he.
I don't know what the hell we're doing with him, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I think he's
fast as shit. Like if he could rush the passer, then that would be good to like throw as one of those spots like we're going to use Jordan Smith in. But like if he can, it's like, you know, what the hell do you do with him?
Yeah, you're right. He's great out in space. I mean, he can swarm to the ball and just I think he's a pretty decent open field tackler. But yeah, how do you use him right outside of that? Like
it's just. I don't know. To me, he just kind of doesn't fit.
Yeah, that could be the case, right? And then you have.
It's like the one pick they did make with a guy that actually fits, and he's hurt all the fucking time. So.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting, man. But hey, this was fun, dude.
Oh, absolutely. This is always fun, man.
I always enjoy talking Jags with you. Congratulations with the new podcast too. It's awesome.
Yes, thank you.
You guys should go check that out. Shots Fired with Fist Vegas. You can get it on pretty much anywhere you get podcasts.
Yep. It's getting great reviews. It's hopefully we'll be getting some sponsors soon. That'd be awesome. But yeah, give it a listen and keep listening to the Jaguar podcast. Keep watching me on YouTube and yeah.
All right, man. Awesome. Well, thank you guys, and we're gonna close this out, and we'll see you next time.
904. 904.
This is for all my Jags fans out there. Duval till we die. Jag Nation. I don't care if you're in the club, the bar, the parking lot, the stands, whatever. Just get up on your feet and keep on wagging, baby.
Let's go. 904. 904. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. When we score, we do the jag dapping. We do the jag dapping. We do the jag dapping. When on D, we do the jag sacking. We do the jag sacking. We do the jag sacking. When we win, we all jag happy. We all jag happy. We all jag happy. 904. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. We do the jag wagon. When we score, we do the jag dapping. We do the jag dapping. We do the jag dapping.